She took us to a cornfield way down Unity School Road to pick blackberries from bramble vines where in the summertime they grow. But the path we set upon didn't matter much that day. When my mother told my brother and I she had something to say, she said she knew she's the talk of the town and all the things that people said. Her mind just didn't work right, she couldn't keep shit straight in her head. Why that was, she couldn't say, but she knew she walked alone. And she had a mind to tell us a couple things we ought to know. That crazy Edna. Her mother drank every day as she carried her into this world. So her daddy took her away, just trying to raise his little girl. But he had 6 other mouths to feed, and it was quite a life. He tried to keep them in shoes, at least in the wintertime. She had 2 little brothers, and she'd pass her time and play until they didn't show for supper. One cold autumn day, oh, they searched high and low. How long she couldn't tell, and she didn't look away when they drug them from a well, that crazy Edna. Two ornery older children, one hot and summer day, brought her a gas of gasoline, assured her it was just Kool-Aid. Oh, she drank it away before she come to realize, oh, the burn never went away, though her throat is now fine. One day she met a man that promised her a life of joy. He built her a home, and they made 2 little boys for a while. Life was fine, everything was great, but all that changed in the blizzard of '78. 2 men in business suits in the wee hours of morn awoke us to the news with just a knock at the door. She sat me on her knee, she told me we'd be fine, but even at 4 years old I knew that she was lying, that crazy Edna. Well, she talks to herself. She tells me when she leaves, someone breaks in her house and messes with her TV. They take her refrigerator light and they break her fucking Sprite, and that's likely why the mower ain't been acting right. Well, she calls the police at least once a week, and this time she thinks it's the neighbors down the street. We keep an eye on her through a network of friends, and I hear everything that goes on. Well, the stories never end. But the worst thing of all is how she treats my kids. She gives them everything they want, and it's a long list, from candy to soda pop, every toy in the shop. She tries to buy them everything they'd ever want. They call every day, and they stay there once a week, and I have to not worry. There's nowhere safer they could be. If anyone tried to really hurt my kids, she'd completely flip her lid. And I have to say, I feel sorry for them, that crazy Edna. We rounded that whole field, picked every ripe berry that we could find. We filled that bucket up, and I never knew why. She told us story after story, and some were hard to hear, but I never forgot one, even after all these years. It had been an unusually clear day, not a cloud in the sky, and she had a calmness in her voice and a knowing in her eyes. I didn't know it then, I was just too young to see, but she had placed a song in me that I can finally sing. That crazy Edna